Hello there and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about Nightfall, the new outdoor world content in patch 11.15 of The War Within. In this video we're going to go through everything you need to know about this new outdoor world content. Where is it? What do you do? What are the rewards? And a look at the new 10 level Renown which is linked to it. But before we jump into that, guys, still want to give a massive shout out to everyone over on the Patreon. Just started posting over there fairly regularly now, so if you do want to check it out and support me over there, there's a link down below. Right, so yes, Nightfall content. This was something that was listed on the roadmap for 2025, and it was a bit of a mystery of what it actually is. And it turns out that the Nightfall content is just simply some outdoor world content to get some catch-up gear for alts, or some gear for your main, depending on what kind of content you do. This content involves an outdoor world event, some dailies, and a Renown track, which is coming in 11.15. So let's start by talking about the world event. So as of 11.15, there's a new world event happening in Western Hallowfall. This happens every hour on the hour, and as mentioned, this is called the Nightfall event. The whole story here is that obviously Queen Anstrek is dead, and the Sareki have kind of risen up and just kind of fighting back in their final numbers here. So the event will last around 10 to 15 minutes, so let's talk about how it plays out. So once the event starts, your UI will slightly change. A 10-minute timer will start on the right-hand side of the screen. Underneath that 10-minute timer will be your current objective. This is a personal objective, however there is some group objectives I believe as well. Below that is the overall mission progress. Now the event will progress into the final battle stage once the 10-minute timer is up, or when the overall mission progress has been completed, and basically that bar is filled by people in the area also doing the event. So obviously on PTR we never actually saw it get to 100%, but I'd imagine once it goes live, this bar is definitely going to be the indicator for this event progressing into the final battle. But yeah, essentially it's either going to be 10 minutes or when that bar is filled. The missions you're doing here are kind of things you'd expect from an event like this. So it's like filling the bar, killing enemies, killing named mobs, interacting with things, flying around, taking things out with dragon riding, just kind of your standard things that you'd expect to fill the bar on a world event in World of Warcraft. You also see the service award bar at the top of the screen. This is a personal bar for you, and this is gained by just killing mobs and completing missions. You get rewards here at 33%, 66%, and 100%. Much like other events, this is a green, blue, and purple box at these different stages, which will contain Valor Stones, crests, resonance crystals, gold, and actually a chance of Warbound to equip veteran gear, so that's pretty cool. And also when you reach these particular milestones, you will also get reputation. You get 75 rep at 33% and at 66%, and then when your personal bar reaches 100%, you will get 350 rep. So basically when you fill the bar, you get 500 rep in total for completing this event. Now, it's definitely worth noting, now this could be a PTR thing, you do get reputation on repeat goes. Now, on repeat goes, you get 75 rep at 33 and 66 again. However, the final reputation gain at 100% is 100. So on repeat goes, you'll get 250 rep. So if you're doing that every single hour, you're going to get 250 rep an hour from doing the Nightfall world event. So yeah, so you run around killing stuff, filling the bar, doing all that kind of stuff. Then you progress into the final battle. So the final battle happens. This is just killing a Sareki champion. Pretty simple stuff here. The Sareki champion does drop some resonance crystals and a chance of some veteran Warbound to equip gear, which is great. And then that will be the end of the event. Now this event does have a weekly quest as well, which does have a reward bag, which will contain resonance crystals and a new item called a Radiant Emblem of Service. This is a BOP currency that goes in your bag for some reason, and this is used to buy Warbound to equip item level 336 champion weapons and armor. And some of these armor pieces have some interesting equip effects, like increasing your secondary stat and things like that, which is pretty unique. Now the appearance of the armor is actually the white recolor of the Arathi armor set, which actually looks really great in all the different armor types. You can also use this currency to buy some rings, trinkets, and necks, and weapons. And these weapons actually use the purple coloration of the Arathi armor set as well, which is cool. So on top of the world event, there's also daily quests. So there are two different variants of these daily quests which rotate every single day. These are always picked up in the same location in Hallowfall, on Western Hallowfall, where the scenario happens. And these quests are called incursions, and there are two types. You have the Radiant incursions, which happen in Arshgahet, and then you have the Sareki incursions, which happen in Hallowfall. And as mentioned, these do rotate daily. So every day you'll have 3 daily quests to pick up, and these quests are just fill the bar quests in the respective zones. So basically just flying going around to 3 different areas, kill stuff, click stuff, fill the bar, complete the quest. Now, completing the quest gives a couple rewards. It gives the confiscated cultist bag. Inside this bag is some 623 Warbound to equip veteran gear, and this is where you're going to get the Nightfall gear, which is the purple coloration of the Arathi set, which is great. So yeah, that's a really good for transmog or really good for catch-up gear if you're looking to have that. Also inside, you'll get some random junk, which you can sell for gold, and there's also a chance of a mount called the Void Scarred Lynx mount. So yeah, there's a chance of a mount inside this bag, so make sure you're doing those dailies daily. You also get some resonance crystals and 100 reputation, but also, again, PTR could be PTRing. On alts, you can do these dailies again, and you do get the confiscated cultist bag again, and you also get 50 reputation on repeat goes on max level alts. So not sure if that's just PTR being weird. It kind of goes against the warband reputation thing, because this is a warband reputation. So yeah, you get 50 on repeat goes. So you could, in theory, if you have an army of alts, get your renown up extremely quickly, which is a great segue to talk about the renown. So the brand new renown of 1115 is the Flames Radiance. This is a 10 level renown track with 2,500 reputation required for each renown level. This is of course gained through the scenario and through the daily quests, as I mentioned, so not going to be too bad to get. So let's talk about the rewards for this renown. So at renown 1, you're going to get the Radiant Recruits Tabard and Belt Transmog. You're also going to get the Sacred Flames Ward buff. So this is a zone-wide buff, which has a chance to deal fire damage and makes you take 5% less damage, which is cool. The Tabard and Belt use a new design for the Flames Radiance, and you'll also get the title Recruit from Renown 1. At Renown 2, you get a new toy, the Arathi's Entertainer Flame. This is just a cool toy to throw in the air, and you can catch the flame, which is nice. You also unlock the title Reservist, and you'll get some Resonance Crystals. At Renown 3, you get a new battle pet called Mr. Mans, which is a Void Kitty, which is kind of cute, and the title Sentry, as well as some more Resonance Crystals. At Renown 4, you get a new toy called the Flames Radiance Banner, and this toy just simply plants a banner for the Flames Radiance, and you'll also unlock the title Field Sacredite, and of course you'll get even more Resonance Crystals. At Renown 5, you get the Radiant Stalwarts Tabard and Belt, which is an upgraded version of the previous Tabard, and you'll get an upgrade to your Sacred Flame World buff as well. You also get the title Stalwart and some Resonance Crystals. At Renown 6, you get a new toy called the Radiant Lynx Whistle. This toy says that you whistle for a courier lynx to appear. The lynx will deliver and retrieve mail for 10 minutes or until it's called elsewhere, which is pretty cool. This has a 3-hour cooldown as well. You also get the title Ardent, and you get a battle pet called Swift Paw, which is a cute little Arathi kitty, and also Resonance Crystals. At Renown 7, you get another transmog. This is the Radiant Traveler's Backpack Transmog, which is a kind of Flames Radiant themed backpack. You get the title Arrow Knight, which is awesome, and some more Resonance Crystals. At Renown 8, you'll get the Radiant Dirigible customizations. This is actually customization for your Delver's Dirigible, the Season 1 mount in the Flames Radiance colors, I believe. You also get the title Flame Guard and some more Resonance Crystals. At Renown 9, you get the Radiant Imperial Lynx mount, which is a white variant of the Lynx mount we saw in Season 1. I like this mount a lot. I think the white, it looks so great, and obviously it's going to match perfectly with that new transmog you're getting, as well as the title Radiant Officer and some more Resonance Crystals. And then finally, at Renown 10, you get the final upgrade to your Tabard, the Sacred Templars Tabard and Belt, as well as your final upgrade to the Sacred Flame buff. And you'll also get the title Sacred Templar, some Resonance Crystals, and you'll be able to purchase a new neck called the Necklace of the Devout, which increases the effectiveness of your Sacred Flame buff, which is nice. So that's all the rewards from the Flames Radiance Renown in 1115, and that is basically all of the Nightfall content. So yeah, it is a world event and some dailies and a new renown. So it's definitely going to keep you busy. It is nice that it does give you reputation on repeat goes, so it's not just going to be like a super miserable rep grind. You can just kind of smash it out as much as you like, which is kind of nice. I like that a lot. However, the repeats on dailies is kind of rough if you don't have a lot of alts, but it is only 150 rep, and it does take a little bit to do those daily quests. So perhaps not the best farm in the world, but yeah, we'll see. Personally, I think this event is fine. I actually am really suspicious why they're putting it out now. It definitely feels like story-wise, this probably should have come out in 1105, and I'm curious if this ever was planned for 1105, but was pushed back to 1115. As the story's kind of progressed on from like Queen Anthrax and the Rubians and things like that, it feels kind of weird to go back to it, but yeah, it is nice to get new content. It's always nice to get new rewards and tons of new titles as well, which is cool. But guys, let me know down below what you think of the Nightfall content in 11.1.5, and don't forget to give this video a like if you do like it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you do want to support me outside of YouTube, I am also on Patreon, and I'm on Twitter at MrGMYT, and I have a partner Discord channel as well, and I'm also streaming on twitch.tv/MrGM. If you want to see me stream World of Warcraft at 11.1.5 PTR, Season of Discovery, any sort of WoW, I'm over on twitch.tv/MrGM. And with that, guys, I'll see you next time.